Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we have a stunning success for you. Here with the Black Greatsword, we're going to be using the stun version, and we're going to be running kind of two different builds all in one. So if we run the stun chrome, and we run Numbing Mark and a stun cartridge, that gets a 65 stun on our weapon. However, stun buff is a 74. It's ridiculous. Having this active when you are focused will allow you to have more stun capability than all three of these combined, which is absolutely bonkers nuts. So that is something to keep in mind for sure. But once we add this with all of our other stun buffs, we'll get up to 139, and then plus stun shot this is like a 30 stun. And so what I'm talking about here is the number on the card here, 15. So that stun shot is like 2 whacks with the sword here. So that does like 30 stun, and so that gives us 169 total stun on an enemy. So we should be able to wallop our way through here with a whole bunch of stunning the enemy, and while at the same time we should be able to get a whole bunch of ichor back, as you can see there. And you can see the amount of stun there between the two whacks were the same amount as what we had on stun shot. So you can see there just how it operates. Okay, and now we can go for this, and you can see that we'll be able to absolutely tear through these guys because they are pretty weak to our stunning abilities here, which is very, 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 very nice. Okay, and if we need to, we can just beat these guys down pretty quickly, pretty simply, pretty easily, just because of the fact that they do not handle stun very well at all. So with this guy, we'll just go ahead and hit him, and then we'll knock him down. Okay, good. Now that knockdown is very, very nice here, and because it is so wonderful, we can also go for charge attacks versus these guys when they get stunned ever so slightly here. And that is the really, really nice thing about having the Black Greatsword here, is that if you need it to do something, you sure can make it into that very, very easily and very, very quickly. Okay, so there's a couple of boys here, so we'll hit this guy. Okay, and then we will go for a knockdown here. Oh, okay. And let's go for a charge attack, because this guy's not playing nice. And we'll go for a knockdown. Okay. Okay, and we'll just charge up for that guy. Since he wasn't playing nice anyways, we might as well just take him out. Okay, so we got a little bit of damage there, not too bad. Now, the real problem with this build, though, is the blood code itself, as it is one of the worst blood codes in the game for stamina. And as you see, our stamina is basically down at 0 all the time. So that is something to keep in mind, that if you are going for this kind of setup, you really, really, really need to manage your stamina, just because of the fact that you don't have a lot of it, and there's no way to really get more for what we're going for with the stunning and everything. But the ichor recovery is absolutely essential here, which is really nice, because we have a whole bunch of gifts here that can make really, really good work of what is happening around us. Okay, and there we go. You can see there that he was going to hit us. Okay, and that'll be a stun, and then we'll go into a charge attack. There we go. Okay, now unfortunately Io was hitting him there, which is taking him out of stun. So how stun works in this game for regular enemies is, once they are stunned, the very, very, very next hit takes them out of that stun state, I guess you could call it. And so that is really unfortunate for some enemies, just because of the fact that it would be nice to have an extra attack on them, like set up for an attack, instead of just taking them out of stun and going for something else. So it's kind of bad when that happens, but when you want it to happen, it's very, very, very good. Okay, so now we have the boy over here, but he does stun, and he's immune to stun, so we can't do any stun to him. So we will be stuck with, you know, things like this and charge attacks as well. So we'll have to keep those in mind. We'll see what he does. Okay, maybe we can get a backstab here and then go into a charge attack, which would be really, really nice, because that would be pretty big damage there. He's gonna explode, so let's get out of there. We'll go for okay, let's go pick up the key here while we can, and he may do some other things here. Oh, okay, like throw me on the ground, I guess. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, good. And oh, good job of you. Now he's probably gonna explode here. There we go. So backstab will cancel that. And you can see just how extra difficult he is, because the stun ability here does not work on him. So that is the one, kind of the one, you know, oopsie for the build, is that fella, for sure. Okay, and let's go for a spin to win here. Good job. And we'll go ahead and get some I-Core back, a little bit of I-Core back on that fella. Now, as you can see, we are just continually spamming our gifts here, just because of the fact that we need to actually use all of them all the time, because our I-Core recovery is so high that if we are wasting time, you know, not doing gifts, then we're actually wasting a whole lot of our utility of the build overall. So keep that in mind. Okay, so we'll get some stun here. Okay, and we'll go for a backstab, because our I-Core recovery is very, very high at a 9, which is great. Okay, and okay, and now you can see that our stun value there is very, very high. Let me show you here. It's not 139, but 109, because we haven't used a stun cartridge yet. But our ability to have that stun value at 109 for a very long time here. And now it's at 89, which is good enough. Okay, and you can see that we stun instantaneously because of having that wonderful, wonderful value of a huge, huge, huge number. Okay, and I was gonna say he'll go right into it there, which is very, very good for us. Now we do need a whole bunch of I-Core here, so we will go for blood-sucking blades again. Okay, and now we have a whole bunch of friends here that we need to worry about here. Okay, oh, and we are out of stamina and everything. Oh, and we're dead. Thank you, Eel. And now we will be able to stun enemies very, very easily if we don't get hit here. And you can see that every swing basically staggers the enemy. And we do have that focus value for a very, very long time here at 39 seconds, which is really, really good. Or what is it, 70%? 34 seconds, sorry. And that is where it comes in super duper handy, is that you can have it for a very long time overall. And you don't really have to worry about too many things because of it. Okay. And so having that ability to stun the enemy kind of at will whenever you need is very, very nice. Okay, and now we will have to worry about this fella. Okay. Good, and he'll go off into the abyss. And let's see, let's head over this way. We got some friends that are gonna come at us from over there. So you can see that fella right there. So we'll get rid of him. I'm not interested in having him come and join us for dinner here. So we'll knock that guy down. And see, no one is coming after us now. And we have tons of I-Core, so we'll go ahead and use the I-Core that we have. to put him down very quickly and easily. Okay, and then we'll put that guy off the edge. And you can see with both Hunting Feast and Bloodsucking Blades, our Ichor recovery is very, very, very good. But when one of them wears off, it's just not really that great. And so having both of them active gives us the ability to actually get all of our gifts going basically all the time. Now we do lose 10 Ichor there on our cap, which is okay. That is completely fine. Because again, as we are getting our Ichor back, we are using it in all kinds of ways, and so that's really, really good. So now versus the what is this, the Executioner, we're definitely going to go for stun cartridges here. And the interesting thing here is Numbing Mark is only a 20 increase to your stun, and a stun cartridge is 30 increase. So stun cartridges are very, very, very good if you can use them in the right moments. They are exceptional to a stun build because they are a very, very high increase. They're basically a doubling of a stun chrome. And we are going to put her into stagger state here very easily. Yep, there we go. Right, and we'll go for an attack here. So stun builds up fairly slow on her for what we're doing here. But she will stagger very, very easily off of what we're doing here. Okay, we'll go for stun weapon now. Okay, and we'll go for a stun cartridge. And you can see there the buildup is very, very nice. Okay. Okay, and we'll go for a stun here. Yep, there we go. And we are out of Ichor, and we are out of everything. Okay, we'll go for a cast here. Oops. And remember, if we get focused, which it's really hard for us to get focused here at the moment. Come on, you. Thank you. Okay, and we'll put some more stun out on her. Okay, and let's go for a stun cartridge because she may get us focused here. Okay, nope, no focus. Okay, good. And you don't want to use all your stamina all the time. So you want to keep that in mind as well, because you'll need it for some attacks and stuff in between the dodges. Okay, and we almost got focused there. Oh, and we're dead, and we're dead, and we're dead. Yep, and we got focused there just at the end, and if we would have been able to dodge that that pole into the ground, we would have been able to get focused, and then we would have had massive amounts of stun. Okay, so in phase 1, let's try and get focused so we have the second half of our build, because the first half of our build is all the active stuff, and the passive stuff is for when we get focused. Now, we only need 3 dodges in order to get focused, which is very nice, because when you have Savvy Evasion, it takes it from 25 focus points to 33 focus points, or 33 1/3 focus points, so you are able to get focused in 3 dodges instead of 4, so that is very, very good. Alright, and let's just run in here and pound on her a little bit. Okay, and let's see what she's gonna do. Okay, one more dodge, and we will be focused here. Okay, great. And you'll see now the focus gauge, or the stun gauge on her builds up incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. We will wait for her to come out of that, so we can go for an attack here and stun her again. Okay. Okay, good. And let's go ahead and heal. Now we will we'll heal twice. We will have some time here to go for some different gifts and such. Okay. Good. Okay, now we do need some stamina here. Okay, and we need some health. Oh, and EO missed us there because of the slide. Okay, that is most unfortunate there. And you can see that we don't really during the we don't really have a good opportunity except during the stun to go for a charge attack. And the problem again with this setup is the fact that warrior is very, very, very low on stamina. So you don't have an exceptional extended period of time where you can chain attacks together. But because of the high I-core recovery that we have going here, we're able to actually do really, really well on keeping all of our gifts going. Okay, and see there we got like 6 I-core back on 1 hit. Okay, now we do need a whole bunch of stamina here. Okay. Alright, and we could go for a charge attack now. And that does stagger her, just like we used to know. So that's very nice. Okay, and let's go for a stun, so she doesn't do any of that. Okay, and we should be able to get focused here fairly soon. Okay, good, and we'll go for a charge attack here. Whoops, I missed her. There we go. And that'll stagger her. It's not a stun, but it's a stagger, which is very nice. Okay, now we are focused, so she will be stunned like all the time. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. And let's back up here and let her do her bubbles. Okay, and let's go ahead and heal one. Just so we can not... what's she doing? Oh, she got staggered. That's cool. Okay, let's go for a stun cartridge. Okay, and stun cartridge is almost over. Oops. Alright. Very nice. Okay, so that'll take us through to the end here, and let's go for a charge attack. So blood pillars for the win. Stun, when you get focused with this setup, just absolutely goes off the charts. It is very, very, very high. And those levels are, you know, some of the highest levels in the game. Now, the highest you can get is 155 with Debuff Buildup. So that is very, very, very high amounts of stun. But the extra 16 stun isn't like so crazy that you need it, because you're already doing 2 or 3 hits and the boss gets stunned anyways. So having that extra 16 would be nice, obviously, but it doesn't actually go crazy for you. Now, the interesting thing is that 74 of that 166 is from 1 gift. So almost half of your entire stun with debuff buildup comes from 1 gift. So stun buff here is actually really, really, really good. If you are running some kind of focus setup, something like this, it can really, really help you out. But the problem is you got to get focused, which is where Savvy Evasion comes from, and Focus Carnage is very good, and so is Maintain Focus when used together with some other focus gift like this. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and remember, warrior, worst in the game for stamina, and hopefully you guys learned something here about stun. So we'll see you in the cathedral next.